video today, guys. So for today's video, we are going to be virtual window shopping. We're going to be going over every single new makeup release. I'm going to be telling you guys what I'm going to be throwing in my virtual window shopping cart. And of course, guys, like always, I always like to tell you guys, when I say virtual window shopping, I really mean that. A lot of these products you may never see on the channel. I basically look at the stuff, I tell you guys what's coming out, I tell you if I'm interested in it, I tell you how much I'm gonna love it, and then I throw it in this virtual window shopping cart, and only some lucky makeup products come out of that virtual window shopping cart and come to my home. I just love so many new releases, and I love the makeup and I love to share it, but like I always try to tell you guys is I'm cautious with what I pick up. I never have ever been a channel that's constantly picking up or doing ginormous hauls. I'm just like one of those people. It's just in my personal opinion, I like to have what I love, and that's all I really want. So in this video, that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be telling you guys all of these amazing new makeup releases and telling you guys which items I want to throw in my virtual window shopping cart and which items I think are not that great. So anyways, let's get into everything right now. All right, so it's been a little minute since I've done one of these, so there has been a few new releases. I'm only going to talk about the ones that really interest me or I think are really cool. So let's start off with the first one. So the first one is from Victoria Beckham Beauty. It looks like she's going to have a new collaboration, and it's actually a skin product, and it is a cell rejuvenating priming moisturizer. That sounds like it's going to be expensive, and it is. It's $95. It's a clean beauty product. So it's a priming moisturizer that is pretty pricey. Now, I have heard people say that the Victoria Beckham Beauty line is actually pretty good, like good quality. So I'm interested in this product. I am probably not going to be picking this up for $95, but I will throw it in my virtual window shopping cart because, like I said, I'm interested in it. I just can't see myself buying it, really. Probably won't buy it, but it does sound cool. I mean, a moisturizing primer that's cell rejuvenating. All right, guys, so it looks like Morphe has decided to release two new eyeshadow palettes. There is the 18A Blow Ya Away Artistry Palette and the 18T Truth or Bare Artistry Palette. Each one has 18 shades and they're $18 each. I'm gonna tell you guys, Morphe has become like one of those brands to me that because they released like so many products, their stuff is starting to bore me. And I hate saying that, but they really are. Like the palettes are, like they're nothing out of this world for me. It's just a normal, like it's a blue eyeshadow palette and then it's like a brown based eyeshadow palette. I just feel like it's like one of those brands that pushed out so much so fast that they got like a little bit boring and repetitive, and these are just not anything that I want to add to my collection, so I'm definitely going to be skipping out on these for sure. Now the next item, I actually saw it on Colourpop's website and I was kind of intrigued by this, and I don't need these, but oh my god, do I think it's cute. So this is a Colourpop Kathleen Lights collaboration. I don't know if she's actually collaborated on this, but I think so. So it does look like Kathleen Lights did curate this. So it's a 24 shadow palette that's going to be $45, and it's called the Minor in Astrology, which is actually one of the funniest labels I've ever heard. I just think it's really funny that they named it that because it's like a smaller version of her So Jaded palette, and it's like called the Minor in Astrology instead of like the Major. I don't know. I thought it was cute. There also is the empty palette that you can buy for $10, and it comes with all of these different single shadows in it. And there's a few other things in here. There's a blush compact and some other stuff. Nothing else interests me except for that eyeshadow palette. To be honest, these single shadows in here are so pretty. I really like the combination of colors in this palette. I kind of really want it because I feel like, you know, it's single shadows. I can like create different palettes out of this, and since this already has a really cool color story, maybe I really need it. I probably don't, but I'm going to throw this in my virtual window shopping cart because I do think it's really cute and I really like the colors. So it looks like Fenty has released another item. So this is the new Trophy Wife Editions, and it is the Trophy Life 4-piece eye cheek lip set with a makeup bag, and it's $69. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys like straight off the bat, like this color shade doesn't work for my skin tone. I feel like if you have a deeper skin tone, this would look really good on you, but it doesn't look good on me. So I'm not gonna pick it up because it doesn't work for me. So talking about Morphe is also releasing another palette, and this is kind of like what I'm telling you guys, that I'm like a little bit over it. So this is another holiday 2019 palette. It's the new Electric Nights collection. It's a limited edition eyeshadow palette. Meet the 39L Hit the Lights palette. It's $42. And looking at it, I'm like, I don't know, I just feel like the James Charles palette was like a huge deal and it just came out, and yes, they're not exactly the same colors, but I don't know, I feel like I keep seeing these type of things from Morphe, and maybe I'm just boring. Okay, so this actually called my attention because I've never tried anything from this brand. Ilmakaige has released the complexion, well, I'm not even gonna say that. So it's the Bleep I'm Flawless Multi Concealer. It's 30 shades, it's a flexible applicator, and it's $26. I really like the packaging, and I'm interested in this. Like, some of the swatches though, I kind of feel like, I don't know about those tones. I almost look like some of these tones look very cool toned. I don't know. Maybe I'm not as interested in this concealer as I thought I was. I don't know. I'm going to throw this in my virtual window shopping cart because it did call my attention, but now I'm like second guessing after I saw some of the swatches that this might be a little bit too cool tone for me. I like more warm tones, so not sure. All right, so I'm going to tell you guys about another product that released, and this is from LeLe Los Angeles, and this is a collection. It's her Glazed and Bronzed collection. It's Holiday in the Sun. It's a lipstick trio that's $38, and or they're $18 each, and there's a bronzed highlighter palette for $19. I mean, the bronzed highlighter palette looks like there's two different ones, one for a lighter skin tone, one for deeper skin tones. They look pretty, but I honestly just don't need highlighter palettes right now, and there's another one on this list that I'm not going to be picking up either because I just don't need it. I do think the lipstick trio looks pretty. There's some pretty colors in here, and I do like them, but they're calling a little bit more springtime for me, to be honest, like very spring. But I do love the colors. I love the colors in the lip trio. I will throw the lip trio in my virtual window shopping cart, but definitely not the highlighter palette. All right, guys, so this is a new release from Milani, and I actually have a cool story to tell you guys. So Milani actually reached out to me just recently that they wanted to send me some products. So I'm actually pretty excited that Milani wants to work with me because I love Milani. I actually think Milani is like one of those drugstore brands that has good quality. So I'm excited to see what they send me. It would be really cool if they sent me this holiday collection because I would love to try some of these items out for you guys. But it looks like in here there's the Gilded Gold eyeshadow palette that's 15 beautiful shades, and it's $19.99. And I do think that this eyeshadow palette is pretty. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like the Natasha Denona gold palette, but I think it's really nice. There's also a gloss that looks like it has gold in it. This is a really luxurious collection for being drugstore, and I think it looks really nice. So I'm excited for this. I'm gonna throw it inside of my virtual window shopping cart because I do think that this is a beautiful collection, and there's some really pretty items in here, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see exactly what this looks like, and I want to see it in person because it does look really cool. All right, so you guys know Colourpop always comes out with like these different these little tiny palettes. That's like the purple palette, the orange palette. We always talk about them because they're always coming out. Well, they came out with another one. This is like the coconut collection. So this is all their neutral brown shades. This is a great palette for anybody who wants like a lot of transitional shades or likes to do like very brown looks. Looking at it, me personally, I'm like, there's a few little tweaks I would have done to it. It's $12. It's called the Going Coconuts. Perfect name for this. It's perfect. I feel like it's a beautiful neutral tone palette. Is it a little bit too neutral for my taste? I think it is. I would have liked a little bit more oomph to it, but it's a pretty palette. I'm definitely not going to pick it up though. All right, so this is a collaboration with Tarte and LeLe Pons. Now, I don't know if it's LeLe Pons or LeLe Pons. LeLe Pons is actually from Miami, I believe. So she's from South Florida like me. So I have heard of her. I do know that she has something to do with Snapchat or one of those things. Or she was like a, what was that thing called before Snapchat? Vine. She was like a Vine star or something. And they're doing an eye cheek palette and has 9 metallic shades. It has 9 matte, metallic, and eyeshadows, blush, highlighter. There's lashes and a gloss. You know, the color selection is cute. I'm definitely not going to be picking it up though. I don't really need this, and I also don't really like the packaging, to be honest. I don't like that it's like, I don't know, it looks a little bit on the cheap side. The reason that this really interested me, guys, is because it looks so luxurious, and it's from a brand that had a huge disaster happen this year. So it's Jaclyn Cosmetics. She's releasing highlighters. So her holiday release is going to be highlighters, and it's a bunch of different highlighters. I think it's like a powder. It's also a highlighter. It's a loose powder, and it's also a compact highlighters. The compact of highlighters, it looks really pretty. Now, she's making her stuff in Italy now, so I know she keeps on saying that because, you know, what happened before. And I do think the highlighter palette looks really gorgeous, and I really love the way it looks. It's like gonna be like $49. It's a little on the pricey side, but being that it's manufactured in Italy and being that it looks like it has a very nice packaging, I can understand the price tag. But coming from what just happened, I feel like it's a little on the high side. But at the same time, if it's great quality, it's great quality. And I think that everybody deserves a second chance. So if she's able to really turn this around and come out with amazing products, that is great. That would be really, really good. For me personally, I really was intrigued by this, and I still am. I'm going to throw it in my virtual window shopping cart because I like the highlighter palettes. I'm not interested in the loose ones at all. I don't like loose highlighters. But I'm really interested in the palettes, but I have so many. I'm gonna look, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look through my collection. I'm gonna see how many I have, and I'm gonna see if this is even worth it to me to pick up, but it looks pretty. All right, so let's talk about Kylie Cosmetics and their brand new holiday collection that looks like the holiday collection I remember seeing last year. I think it looks very similar. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but there is a lip kit that's $29. There's also a 16 shade eyeshadow palette that's $48. There's some cute stuff in here. Kylie Cosmetics does know how to do the packaging right. They always have like cute little packaging things. I haven't been the biggest fan of the eyeshadow palette selection, like the colors in them, but I do like this collection, kind of. Now, an interesting thing, if you guys didn't know, it looks like Kylie Cosmetics sold her brand. She sold her brand to Coty. So it looks like she sold the majority stake of her company for $600 million to Coty. So Coty also owns CoverGirl, Burberry fragrances. It also owns Marc Jacob fragrances and a lot of other products. That's what I'm reading here online. So supposedly she's going to stay on or whatever. I don't even know if she really makes any decisions there or not. I have no idea. I don't know anything about Kylie Jenner. But I thought it was interesting that she did sell her brand. So I'm wondering what kind of changes we're going to see. I'm sure there's going to be changes. But yeah, I'm not really interested in this holiday collection, to be honest. But I did want to share with you guys that because I thought that was pretty interesting news. Since we talked about Colourpop a few times in this video, why not just do it again? Because it looks like Colourpop is always releasing stuff, and since I haven't done one of these videos in a while, it's like they came out with like 4 things or something. Colourpop is coming out with the Frozen collection, which I think is so cute. You know, Frozen 2 is coming out, which Frozen was so cute. Like, it's like the cutest cartoon. And I watch it so much because of my daughter. She's like obsessed with Anna and Elsa. Like, she thinks it's like the best, especially when they're like little kids and they're talking to each other. She loves that part. But anywho, the Frozen 2 collection came out from Colourpop, and I was really looking at this and I was like, oh my god, I kind of want this. And you know what I was gonna do? I was really considering buying the collection for my daughter just so that she can have fun with like the eyeshadow palettes, but I saw then I saw that there's pressed glitters in it, and I was like, forget it, I can't do it because she could probably put a glitter in her eye, you know? So I was like, forget it. But I thought it would have been cute instead of buying like kid makeup, because sometimes I think kid makeup could be dangerous. Just because I don't know what they put in it because it's so cheap. I would rather buy more expensive makeup that adults are supposed to use, you know, because I just feel like the quality might be a little bit better just for her to play with. And so I was just thinking, I was like, oh my god, if I buy these for me, I can play with them, and then I can also give them to her so she can play with. But once I saw that there was glitters in it, I said, forget it, we're not going to do that idea anymore. But I do think it's a really cute collection. I was still considering purchasing it, but I feel like my daughter is going to be really pissed if she sees that I'm walking around with Anna and Elsa palettes and she can't touch them. So for that reason, I think I'm not going to be able to pick it up. Guys, so it looks like KKW Beauty is doing a collaboration with Mario. So this is their second collaboration together. If you guys haven't seen my Make Up Your Mind, I already did a Make Up Your Mind on this palette because it really intrigued me. I still think it is a beautiful palette. There's parts of it that I really like, and I know that some people are saying it looks boring, but you know, sometimes a nice boring palette is always good to have in your collection, and some of these are pretty colors. Like, to me, they're pretty. So I still am interested in it. However, after doing my Make Up Your Mind and seeing how many of the tones I actually already own, it makes me not want to buy it because it's $45, and I'm like, you already have a lot of these. So I'm going to keep it in my virtual window shopping cart still, but I tend to think that at this point I may not pick it up. That Make Up Your Mind is really making me save so much money. I don't know if I'm happy or mad. But anyways, that is all we're gonna go over on this virtual window shopping because there is a few more things. Some of them aren't really interesting me, to be honest, so we're not even gonna talk about them. And I guess we'll just wait and see what comes out in the future because there's so much stuff coming out. So either way, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, don't forget, leave me your comments below. Let me know if there's anything from this new releases that you guys are thinking of picking up. I would love to know down below. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.